Hey you guys, welcome back. I was trying to make these videos weekly, but nothing really changes, and so until something starts to really change, that's when I decide that I'm gonna film it, because I don't want to be so repetitive with you guys, where, you know, I'm saying, oh, I'm tired, I'm this and I'm that, where you're like, yeah, we already know this from watching the previous video. So I have decided that once things start to change, and I have more to update you guys on, that's when I'm gonna film, because like I said, I just don't want to be repetitive. So anyway, let's get started. So I am actually almost 21 weeks pregnant. Today, in about a couple hours, I'm going in for my ultrasound, my anatomy scan. So I will do that. I'll do my 21-week update with all of the information from that next week. So we are gonna do 17 to 20 weeks today. So one of the major things I've noticed starting to happen is that I'm having bleeding gums. And I wanna say these started around 18 to 19 weeks. I went to the dentist and I could taste the blood. Like, cause normally when I brush, I just spit it right out. And at the dentist, like, you have to hold it in until they like suction it out, and I could just taste it, and it was so awful. So that's definitely been something I've been dealing with. I had that with my first son, so it's really nothing new. It's just a part of pregnancy, but it's really kind of gross. Vivid nightmares, when you're pregnant, your dreams or nightmares, they're so vivid, and it's just a common symptom of being pregnant. But they have been like freaking me out, where I will go to work, because I don't know why, but most of my nightmares have to do with work and something terrible happening there, because I'm alone for the first couple hours of my shift. So I don't know, I've just been having these weird nightmares where I feel like something is gonna happen, and something does happen, and so then I wake up and I go to work and I'm scared, and I don't really like that feeling, because then I feel like I'm constantly watching my back, and I really have no reason to. So I don't know, I wish those would kind of go away, or I would be having like better dreams rather than nightmares. But I've definitely started feeling huge. I started feeling huge around the 19-week mark. I've just been like definitely showing now. I have to sit every couple hours just to give my feet a rest, and I definitely had that with Weston, but I feel like I didn't show very fast with him, probably because it was my first child. So this time, since I'm showing faster, I don't know, I just feel like there's more pressure. I don't know. And I'm starting this pregnancy off 30 pounds heavier than I did with my first son, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't really know, but I can definitely tell that I am getting huge and I'm tired. My boobs have been really sore. They're definitely at the point where they are hurting. They really hurt mostly in the morning, and then once I'm up, they feel a little bit better throughout the day. But I mean, if Weston like brushes up against them in the morning, I could literally cry. Like, they are so sore. My nipples are sore. My boobs are huge and full, and so it's definitely been a struggle having a toddler around, because they constantly want to be picked up and whatever. So that's making it hard, but it's all a part of it. I've been having a really bad groin pain, and that sounded like growing pain. No, I've been having really bad groin pain, and I talked to my doctor about it, and she said that it's actually something called symphysis pubis dysfunction, I think. And I had to write it down because there's no way I'm gonna remember that. But it's basically where your joints are overly relaxed because they're preparing for a baby to come out. And so it causes your pelvic girdle to become unstable. So if I am sitting for too long, or if I am laying down in bed like to sleep, my groin hurts so bad. Like, I literally could cry at how bad it hurts. And there's really nothing I can do about it except kind of like try to stretch. But I definitely did not have this with Weston, so it's something very new to me. I was talking to Jamie, my fiance, about it, and he thinks that it's just because my body has done this before, and so it kind of is preparing itself to give birth again. And so that's kind of why it's stretching, maybe. I don't know, that was just what he was thinking, but it's definitely a common thing that happens in the second trimester for a lot of women. So I thought I would mention it because it's been happening this time around and it's not comfortable at all. Another thing has been restless leg syndrome. It makes it really hard for me to sleep. It makes it really hard for me to fall asleep actually, and then to stay asleep. And I just feel like I constantly have to move my legs, and I don't know how to like stop that. So if you guys have any recommendations for that, let me know, because I don't know, like I don't know what to do about it, and it's just making it really difficult for me to fall asleep at night. I started feeling movement around 18 weeks. I definitely don't feel him as much as I did feel with Weston. Did that make sense? I definitely don't feel this baby kicking as much as Weston did about this time. So I'm really excited to go into my doctor today, my ultrasound, make sure everything's okay, because it starts getting me worried when I don't feel him kicking for a long period of time. So I'm really excited to go make sure everything's okay with him and get some peace of mind. I have only gained 8.5 pounds. I am so incredibly happy with that. I am almost 21 weeks pregnant, and last time around with my first son, I think at this point I had gained about 35 pounds. So I think I'm doing really, really well. I'm not working out. I am watching what I eat a little bit more. I'm trying to eat healthier. I'm eating smaller portions, and I'm not eating as much, but I'm also way more active this time around. Whether Weston and I are going for a walk, and then at work, I have an Apple Watch, and I actually wear that to work, and it shows me that before 10 o'clock every day I've already burned like 400 calories just from how physical I am at work. So that's really cool, and I think that's definitely helping out. So I'm just so glad that I haven't gained very much weight. I'm hoping that it stays like that throughout the rest of this pregnancy. I mean, I'm only halfway there, but I think I'm doing good so far. Cravings. So aversions have gone away. I'm not sick. I don't have food aversions anymore, which is really, really nice. But the cravings that I do have are really, really strong. So for instance, lime water, I have to have lime in my water. If I won't drink water unless there's lime in it. So I squeeze a whole entire lime into my water. I literally go through probably 4 or 5 limes a day. Like, it's ridiculous, but it's so good. It's really good for you. So, and it helps me drink the water that I'm supposed to be taking every day. So, which is really nice because I'm not a water drinker. Chick-fil-A has been, I want to say, my biggest craving. I literally love their breakfast. I love their lunch. I love their lemonade. That's been another craving of mine, is their lemonade, specifically their lemonade. And you know, their chicken deluxe sandwich or their breakfast, I could like rub those hash browns and their bagel. Oh my gosh, so good. Another craving I've been having are those Trader Joe's frozen chocolate covered bananas. Those are so good. If you've never had them, you have to try them. They literally are the best dessert. I eat them for dessert, and the fact that they have bananas in them, it makes me feel a little bit better about eating them. And then another craving, and this is the last craving that I can think of, is a bagel turkey cheese melt. So I get bagels, and then I put some sharp cheddar cheese on them with 3 slices of like turkey from like the deli. And then I make sure that I toast it, because you're not supposed to have deli meat unless it's cooked or toasted. So I make sure that I toast it, and then I put some mustard on it, and it's just so good. I had one right before this, and they're only 400 calories. So I don't feel bad about eating those for lunch. And then another craving of mine actually has been Kodiak cake, the flapjacks or the waffles. You can make flapjacks, but I make them in a waffle maker, and then I put some light syrup on there and then some strawberries. Oh my gosh, I had that for breakfast this morning, and it's so good. I could have one every single morning if I had the chance to make them, but since I go to work, I don't. So those are like my treat on my days off, and they're actually really good for you. They have a lot of protein. So I can definitely tell that I've been eating better this time around, which is awesome. My camera's actually about to die, so I'm gonna show you guys my bump really quick. Let me see if you guys can see. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's definitely Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed so you get notified every time I post an update. The next one that will be posted is going to be my 21-week update with my anatomy scan ultrasound. So I'm so excited, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.